Hello, my absolutely radiant financial fashionistas. This is Joy with Joyful Budgeting Co. And it's time for Fun Friday. We're ending this week on the highest note possible. Today, we're stuffing our Fri-Yay Savings Challenge, connecting with our budget buddy, filling our mini savings challenge envelopes, fortifying our medical savings, celebrating everything that we've accomplished in our monthly savings challenge, all after we check in with our variable envelopes, refill them with our reserve binder, and take a look and see how much we're saving in our rollover challenge. So let's take a look, see what we've got for our variable challenges for our Fun Friday variable challenges. So let's see how much we have for our Fun Friday variable challenges so we can get things rolling. For our variable challenges, we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. We have $142 for our variable challenges. Now, I say variable because we know what we're saving in our medical challenge and we know what we're saving in Fri-Yay because those are savings that we can predict. So we can plan for those. The variables are the ones that will get us. That's our mini savings challenge, our monthly savings challenge, and our budget buddy. So let's take a look. We're going to start today with none other than our variable envelopes. Take a look, see what we've got going on, see how much we're going to save like rock stars, and then get things moving. All right, in our variable envelopes for gas, we have $40 remaining. Groceries, kiddos, we have $5 because behind that is Tooth Fairy money. And they had some festivities at school for Halloween. We will be rolling over their $5 because today we're doing something amazing. They're going to be so excited. And we don't necessarily celebrate Halloween, so they don't feel left out. I'm taking them on an adventure so that they can have a bit more fun in a way that I approve of. And then for groceries, we have $70 remaining. We were able to make it off of what we've got and just add a little bit more. And in our spending, we have 120, 40, 60, 70, 80, 85, 86, 87, 88, $188 in spending. We almost have enough for what it is that I want to do for myself, which will make me so excited. Now let's put these envelopes to the side and let's see how much we're adding to our rollover challenge today. So we've got 50, 70, 90, $110 that we're adding to our rollover challenge. So we're gonna put 110 on this little pig right here. And let's see what our grand total is here at the end of October. You guys, I'm starting to get so excited because I never, ever predicted that the amount saved in this envelope would be as high as it is. We've got $2,500 in high yield savings, and we've got $500 in our surplus reserve. And here in cash, we've got 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 31, 32, 33, 34. So that means that we have a total of $3,134 in our rollover challenge collectively. Let's see if we have a $600 placeholder because we can trade this in. I'll have to break this into two tens because we need to add a 10 back here in order to add another $100 to our surplus reserve. So let's take a look here for that $600 placeholder. Let's see. And we have a $600 placeholder. So I'm gonna place that here and we're gonna add these two placeholders, which equate to $500 back into our surplus reserve placeholders. And let's add these funds back in here. So this is $50 here. And then we've got another $60 that we're gonna add. So that's $110. But remember, we're only adding 100. So I need to get 10 from here to add back to our envelope. And we're now going to mark in here next to rollover that we have $600 here. So I'm gonna creatively make this 5 into a 6. And yes, I will clean this up. We have $1,742 in our surplus reserve. And let's take a look. So now we have a condensed $3,134 in rollover. What makes this most exciting is, remember, rollover is nothing more than what we had left over from our variable envelopes at the end of each month. So it's not like we're planning to save. It's just what we have left after being very intentional about our variable spending. So let's get everything stocked up for the upcoming week with the funds that are in our reserve binder. So we will be starting with gas. And gas, we've got $100 that we're adding. And kids, we've got $20 that we're adding for the kids this week, which means they now have $5, $10, $15, $20, $21, $22, $23, $24, $25 available for our outing. And groceries, we are adding $75 for groceries this week. And spending, we're adding $10. So now, in spending, we've got 120, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 96, 97, 98. So we've got $198, just $2 shy of $200 in spending. So now we're all set for the upcoming week. Just have to put that back in our wallet, which I'm gonna do right now so I don't forget. And now it's time to get going on all of our fun. And we will start today with Fri-Yay. And this is our last Friday of the month. It is $31 that we are saving. And guys, as you see here, all 4 of these are filled, so we've got to go to the bonus. And this is our last bonus stuffing of the year. That means this year is coming to a close quickly. So we're going to stuff this $31 in our last bonus pocket. Something momentous about this. It feels amazing. We only have 2 more months left. And we will color in our last 31 here. We were making hearts, so let's make our heart here. And we will sit this to the side so it can dry. Now we're moving right along to our medical savings. And guys, I am so excited. This is our last stuffing of the month and our last stuffing for this savings. This means that as of today, right now, we will be finishing our vision deductible, which means we can cheer, we can celebrate. We have officially saved all of the deductibles for medical, dental, and vision for a total of $2,000 that we have saved over the last 10 months of this year. Today we're saving $40. And what this means to me is we are now 100% prepared for medical emergencies that have those deductibles that tend to take you out sometimes. You guys, it was so important to me to get this taken care of because I still have young kids that are in elementary school, and kids do some of the oddest things. And in doing so, often they surprise us with bills that we don't expect. For instance, when one of my kids was just 2 years old, he was running in the kitchen when we were visiting my mom and fell. And in doing so, he cracked his tooth. We ended up going to the emergency room, which then transferred us over to emergency dental. He had broken his tooth, and that tooth had to be removed in an emergency. And at that time, that deductible pretty much took me out because I was not prepared. Were that to happen right now today, I would be prepared because I would have the dental deductible to cover that portion of that emergency surgery. So now we've got $300 in our high yield savings, $100 in surplus reserve to make $400, and we've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95, $500. You guys, this feels so great. I'm going to, of course, get a placeholder out of our surplus reserve, but to know that I'm prepared and ready, this really feels great. I want to run around and do a happy dance right now because it feels so amazing. So let's get this $100 in here. So we will change this 1 into a 2 and creatively make an 8 out of that 7. So $1,842 in our surplus reserve. And we need to get a $200 placeholder. We have that right here. And we're gonna put these smaller bills in our surplus reserve. 20, 40, 60, 80. Put all of these in here with the 20s. 90. Put this 10 in here. And these 2 5s in here. So now we have a condensed $500 in medical. And we will move right along to our challenge. And in our mini savings challenge here, we will scratch off our last 3 spaces here to see how much we're saving on this side. And we've got $3 here. 1, 2, 3. $5 here, which makes 8. And $4 here, which makes 12. So what I'll do is I will take those 2, leave them there, return the 6 to make it a 10. So that's $12 on this side. And now we need to roll dice to find out how much we're saving for these last 2 spaces. So let's get rolling. And we have $7. So we will do 2 here and 5 here. 5, 6, $7 for a total of $19 that we're saving today in our mini savings challenge. Let's see how much we've saved this month in total in our mini savings challenge. We've got 50, 70, 90, 100, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we saved $112. So let's get a 10 and these 2 ones and get a $100 placeholder out of our surplus reserve. $100 placeholder here. Place that there. In the back, we need to add 10, 10, 31, mini, 100, $1,942. And let's get those smaller bills into the envelopes. We've got 50 here, 20s here, 5 here, and our 1s here. And you can tell that it's just about towards the end of the month because look how thick that surplus reserve is. All right, so now we've got 112 condensed dollars for our monthly savings. Next, we have our Budget Buddy. And remember, Budget Buddies is the challenge where we have a friend and she scratches off the challenge, or she does it and she sends a screenshot so we can save together. And today for Budget Buddy, we're saving $10. So total this month in Budget Buddies, we have saved a total of $150. Now I'm going to condense this and put these smaller bills in here so that we can have a solid $50 bill. These 20s here, and we will add our $10 bill right there. So there's our condensed $150 for Budget Buddies. Now, last but not least, we have our monthly savings challenge. Let's get these last 2 spaces scratched off. We're saving $7 here. All right. 5, 6, 7. Let's take a look at this one here. And we're saving $9. 7 and 9 makes 16. So we're going to put this one back and get a 10. So that's $16 on this side. We're going to turn this over and we need to roll. It's 3 rolls. So let's get these first 2. And we've got 4 and 2 to make an additional $6. So 4, 2. And we're going to roll one more and it's 1. So that's another $1. So today we have a total of $10, $15, $20, $21, $22, $23 that we're saving in our monthly savings. Now let's take a look and see how much we've saved total this month in monthly. We have 50, 70, 90, 100, 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So it's $120 that we've saved. I'm gonna condense this, do it like that. And I'm gonna get another 50. Now let's get a $100 placeholder. Let's get our surplus reserve and let's get these smaller bills added into our envelope. So we've got a 50 here, 20, a 10, our 5s, and 5 ones. And we have our $100 placeholder here. And we will put an entry here in the back, 10, 31, monthly $100, which now makes this $2,042 in our surplus reserve. Place this to the side. And that's a nice condensed $120 saved in our monthly savings challenge. What an incredible Fun Friday celebration. These gorgeous envelopes are setting you up for the most peaceful, confident weekend. We've balanced responsibility with joy perfectly. Thank you for bringing your Friday energy, my wonderful financial fashionistas. You've created weekend freedom through smart planning. This is Joy with Joyful Budgeting Co. sending you off with total financial confidence. Enjoy every moment of your weekend. And you guys stay safe if you are taking your kids trick-or-treating, because this is a time when sometimes the unsavory like to lurk, especially since everybody has on a mask. I'll see you next week.